Hello and welcome to Desi Martini. My name is Sandeep, and right now I have with me the very talented Mr. Gunjan Thureja. Hello Gunjan, welcome to the podcast.
कैसे संदीप आप?
बस मैं ठीक ठाक हूँ, चल रहा है
And
इसी
I have
तरह
to
से
say,
नॉर्मल
I just
चल
got to know that this is your home. So
Yes,
apparently खर्चा बहुत है पूरे सेट पे.
thank you, thank you. Yes, you've got to tell me. How has the lockdown been treating you, and what have you been doing this lockdown? Especially with everything just so bristly and gruesome all around us.
So lockdown has been phenomenal for me. I look at it from a very different perspective, and as actors, as entertainers, someone like you also, who's been in the field of media, covering entertainment, we always run against time, trying to fulfill too many things in one day, and we all crave for that time where we could just work on ourselves. It could be a paid leave, it could be just something that where you get time to rework on yourself. And I think the first phase of lockdown was exactly the same. It gave everybody time to introspect and reinvent themselves. And what happened is, I was fortunate enough because we were planning something, and I created India's first ever show to go out in lockdown, which was named Chalk and Cheese. It is out on Geo. The show was
Mm,
received really well. It was a game show, and I got a lot of people. I was also able to raise money for COVID-19 relief. So that was, it was phenomenal. I was able to learn a language, practice my guitar, exercise, lost 5 kgs of weight. And as and when the lockdown extended, from 21 days to another month and a half, etc. That's where the Punjabi in me started to come out, and I started to eat parathas, cold coffee, mango shake, and I don't know what all. Started to put on weight. But luckily, from the past 10, 15 days, I've just gone back to my more disciplined self. So I'll be honest, I started looking at it from a very different perspective because a lot was happening around me. And I'm sure with everybody else, there's so much of negativity. Every day, cases are rising, economy, etc., etc. People losing jobs, and it did have a lot of impact on me. And we also lost, few prominent figures in the industry. A lot was happening around the negativity. So I just stopped watching news here, and I started focusing on small little joys of my life. And I shift.
trust me on that. I had a conversation with Koina Mitra just a few days ago, and she said the same thing. The exact same thing. She said that the television media is replete with all sorts of negativity and all sorts of. Someone's dying, someone's killing herself or himself, whatever. And I have just resorted to the fact that I'm not going to be a part of that world, and I'm not going to watch TV for the longest time now. This is what she
Right.
said, and that's
See,
exactly you have
it's
actually echoed her thoughts.
because Sandeep, I'll tell you, we all believe, we all say that we are, energies, etc. आपकी energy मुझे affect करती है. There is a lot of uncertainty, fear amongst everybody across the globe. I understand that, and it is not helpful. So the only, and it is not in my control also. So the only thing I can do is control my thoughts and emotions. So I normally meditate about 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day, but I started meditating more in order to contain my energy, which is, a more positive self. And most importantly, I'll tell you something else. The moment you shift your focus from things you have rather than what is going wrong around you, your world changes. Your energy inside you just changes. And that is what कि मेरे को ये पता है. अच्छा, आज हमने पराठा खाया, अरे यार बहुत खुशी है यार. अरे यार मैंने पकौड़े बनाए, मतलब बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें थी. अरे यार मैंने जिंदगी में कभी बर्तन नहीं धोए, मैंने कहा चलो यार आज मैं बर्तन धोता हूँ. अरे यार मैंने बर्तन धो लिए. अरे यार I was able to fulfill a small task as cleaning your utensils. I started to thank God for it. कि अरे यार मैंने ये भी अच्छा कर दिया, अरे यार मैंने ये भी अच्छा कर दिया. Oh, I have this also. Oh, I have this also. And the more you shift your attitude towards the gratitude and the greater things you have in life, I'm telling you, world around you just becomes far more happier and positive.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a very, very nice thought. I really hope everybody, literally everybody from the entertainment industry, to thinks in the
It's something
same
which
way.
I learned.
This is
It's
very
something which I learned
uplifting, actually.
recently. Yes, it is. And I'm
Mhm.
telling you, like I remember, एक मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था, मैंने try भी किया. अभी आप बैठे, just smile, just smile, do a fake smile,
Okay,
do this, and
I'm sorry, I
try
can
to
see.
think something, and try to think something negative.
Okay, so you have to
Just
just
smile
smile as wide as possible.
as wide as possible. अब कुछ गलत सोच के देख, पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं होगी. आपके दिमाग में कुछ
Yeah,
कचरा आ ही नहीं सकता.
yeah.
So how we tune our brains, etc. So I do this. I try and smile as much as possible. It
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of things around me won't change, but at least my world within will be far more peaceful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And it's especially absolutely and mandatory required now at this point in time, precisely because
It is.
the air is tinctured with all sorts of negativity. It's tinctured with all sorts
Yes.
of negative emotions, for that matter, and it's so heavy. I mean, literally everybody, is complaining about something or the other.
Yes.
And come to think of it, it seems a little wayward because it's not under your control. It's not something that you are doing. It's just
Right.
happening. It's just that the circumstances are such that you really don't. I mean, things just happen, and whatever
True.
happened turns out to be negative. So yeah, definitely.
That's what
So
I'm
very,
saying.
very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Gunshan, you've got to tell me. In one of your interviews, I kind of read that you are playing a superhero in your next web
Not a
show.
superhero. It's a
So,
it's a musician rock star. I'm playing a rock star. I wish I was playing superhero.
okay. All right. So tell me, what do you actually plan to do once the lockdown is? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Um, okay, I can't see. 1 second, please. All
आप
right.
freeze हो गए.
Sorry. So tell me what exactly you're planning to do once the lockdown is lifted, and what are your projects lined up, and how do you actually plan to go about things and stuff
So
like that?
why before the lockdown, I was shooting for a web series called the Socho Project. We had already shot about 70% of it. और 10 दिन का schedule बचा हुआ था. And all of a sudden, we went into lockdown. So we are left with about 30% of their web series. It's a web series about musicians, their struggles to fight against the system which is only promoting one kind of music and is not open to new kind of ideas, newer,
Mhm.
especially the original compositions, etc., and how it is manipulated by the music mafias, etc., etc. So it's a story about few musicians, and I play, a character called Metal. He is a hard rock guitarist, vocalist, one of the prominent, singers in the rock fraternity in India in the web series. So that's what I'm doing, and it's a phenomenal thing. Yeah, I mean, little did we know कि ऐसा कुछ होने वाला है. In terms of a lot of people would be talking about originality, original content, etc. But I'm
Yeah.
glad that we were ahead of our times, and it is going to be India's first ever musical web series where we have 25 songs. So the scale and the vision of our director, producer Abhigyan Jha, who's also written this along with his wife Mrinal Jha, has been
Mhm.
phenomenal. I just hope that the lockdown gets lifted and we are able to shoot again, and we are able to bring this beautiful piece of work in front of the audience.
So you mean to say you're not shooting right now? I mean, once
No,
the
we're not
lockdown
shooting.
is lifted.
Yeah. We will shoot once we resume. I mean, अभी हमने पीछे 3 दिन का एक schedule किया था, but again, as a web series, there are tons of locations there. So we've completed
Yeah,
about
absolutely,
70 to 80%.
absolutely.
70 to 80% of it we've shot. Still 20%, the climax scene and few here and there things are left.
Okay. Okay. And what do you think? I mean, for instance, if some producer or some project that you're quite involved in, the producer actually calls you for shooting amid the COVID crisis and amid this lockdown
Mm-hmm.
that we are under
Mm-hmm.
right now, uh,
Mm.
how do you? I mean, what are the repercussions you think you would have to perhaps evade so that you?
See, we just did.
Sorry. What
As
are the
I said last week, we
circumstances you
just
would have to evade so that you could evade the repercussions?
see what happens is again, as I said, that there are a lot of fear amongst a lot of people who are stepping out and being forced to do certain things. As long as the environment around you is safe, protective, I think people shouldn't have an issue. We shot for a couple of days. We had to because otherwise we would have gotten into monsoon season and then we wouldn't have got that location. It was very peaceful. Yeah, I mean the producer had already taken all the safety measures which were have been laid out by the government of India and also the Producers and Actors Association and the Technician Association. So everything was in place. It was weird to see everybody wearing masks, PPE kits, etc. Because we are in a process of creativity. You walk. I mean, there is a kind of environment when you walk into a hospital or when you walk into an ad agency. The energy is very different
Yes,
altogether.
absolutely.
So when you walk onto a set, it is more like very creative environment. But here, everybody is wearing those protective gears. To some extent, it does play on you, but that's what an actor's job is to isolate himself from whatever's happening around and focus within into his character. It was tough, but then I'm just grateful to the producer that he was able to create, a protective environment for all of us to shoot comfortably. Yeah.
Also, as I just said previously, that the atmosphere, the entire ambience right now is pretty tinctured with all sorts of negativity, all sorts of things that are dark and sinister and gruesome. We're talking about, depression. We're talking about mental well-being. These particular terms that were there, perhaps, but we never quite dwelled on them the way we have been dwelling on them in the past few months because of a few occurrences that have transpired in the past.
Mm-hmm.
What is your procedure deal with all of that? I mean, how do you actually look at the entire scenario,
So let me
especially
first tell you,
when we're talking about mental well?
so of course, see, the word mental health and mental well-being and all of it is, I don't know if a lot of people understand what it means. I don't blame them because all of it is happening in real time as we move forward. I'll give you an example. About 5 years ago, you didn't have a smartphone in your hand.
Yes.
And not everybody used to have a smartphone in your hand. And I was just having a discussion that, why is it that the attention span is low? Why am I distracted? Why am I looking at something and I want to fiddle with my phone? It's because of habit. पहले आप अखबार पढ़ते थे, अखबार पढ़ते थे. आप किताबें पढ़ते थे, फिर आप किताब पढ़ते थे. आपको टिकट बुक करना होता था, आप किसी ट्रैवल एजेंट के पास जाते थे. आपने फिल्म देखनी होती थी, आप थिएटर जाते थे. आपको टीवी देखना था, आप टीवी देखते थे. अब क्या हो गया, ये सारा काम आपके फोन पे होता है. आप अपना अखबार भी फोन पे पढ़ते हैं, आप अपना काम भी फोन पे करते हैं, आप सारी चीज एक ही डिवाइस पे करते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाई यू आर engrossed in it. Social media became big. Every single minute, even if you're not doing anything, you're just scrolling on social media. Do you even imagine the amount of information, and that is random information which is hitting your brain? एक आदमी ने किसी कुत्ते का वीडियो डाला हुआ है, किसी ने पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में डाला हुआ है, somebody is talking about something. So there are hundreds of topics which I'm scrolling through every minute. I may not even click on the article or consume it. Even looking at it, it is so random that it's not easy for my brain to process all of that. That is one. So a lot of pressure on brain is as it is there. A lot of technological things, physically we stopped moving. So a lot of things, are eating habits, etc., etc. A lot has changed. That is one. Second, there was a stigma attached to the whole thing that, आप therapist के पास जा रहे हैं, पागल है, अरे इसको पागलपंती के दौरे पड़ते हैं, इसे पता नहीं है, अरे डिप्रेशन कोई चीज नहीं होती है. लोग कहते हैं यार, unfortunately our vocabulary is such that we mix the two words. I'm sad and I'm depressed. Sad is an emotion. Depression is not an emotion. Hey, what's up, man? You look very depressed, yaar. No, depression is a disease. It's not an expression. I can say that you're looking low, you're looking sad, you're looking happy. Those are emotions. Depression is not an emotion. Today you look at everybody, man, I'm so bloody depressed. I got stuck in traffic for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You realize the implications of those words? So unfortunately, the moment you say that I'm going to my therapist, people think pagal ho gaya aadmi. So if we can create more awareness around this, that visiting a therapist is as important and is as simple and as cool as going to a dentist. If you tell me you've got a root canal, कि आपका दांत निकला है और आपने लगाया, people are not going to look at you that, hey, you know what, something's wrong with you. It's fine. You got a root canal. I'm visiting my dentist every 6 months. People say go and do your body checkups every year. It's similar thing. You got to visit a therapist in case you need it every 6 months, every year, etc. Just go and do a checkup. And there is no harm in going and visiting or seeking outside help. That's all right. So how do I cope it? I meditate a lot. I do Vipassana, and I also focus on deep breathing. I also made a major shift in my approach. A few years ago, I had a major back injury, which was slip disc. And I thought ये कुछ physical issue है. Everybody, जिसको मैंने बोला यार मेरे slip disc हो गया, अरे किसको उठा रहे थे, क्या कर रहे थे, क्या हो रहा था. And little did I know that a lot of it had to do with stress in my life. I was shooting for 3 shows, traveling around, gymming, etc.
You mean the backbone was triggered because of stress?
A lot of it was also
the pain in the backbone was triggered because of stress.
A lot is also to do with stress. I didn't know about it. until I had already crossed that path and I had my disc broken and etc. I was on bed for 4 months. I was consuming medicines, etc. And it's only then I realized a lot of things in my life, uh, that how important your mental well-being is. One. Second, I also stumbled upon a video from Sister Shivani, BK Shivani, ब्रह्म कुमारी, आपने शायद नाम सुना होगा.
Yes.
तो मैं उनके वीडियो से अपने दिन की शुरुआत करता हूँ और उनके वीडियो से ही अपने दिन की का अंत करता हूँ. So the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes of my day are actually listening to all the positive thoughts, etc., etc. And it kind of calms me down, and I'm also practicing meditation. It just sorts me out before we start the day. And one of the greatest things which I have realized is a lot of people, and it's purely out of habit, right? Earlier we used to read the newspaper uh, the first thing in the morning. Today also a lot of people want to do that. They're sleeping. The moment they wake up, they look at social media. Kitna like ho gaya,
Yeah.
kitna comment. Acha, that's a very bad way to start your day. That's not a great way to start your day at all. The first 30 minutes to 2 hours should be with your own self. So the first 30 minutes to an hour, now, when I have been practicing it for a few years, I spend with myself. I don't allow anybody to rule my day. There's this कहावत कि किसका मुंह देख के उठे थे.
हाँ.
कि आज दिन अच्छा गया बुरा गया. तुम क्या करते हो यार, सुबह उठते ही सोशल मीडिया पे अच्छा ये क्या कर रहे. Can you change it? It has a lot of negative effects. So I don't do any of that. So that is something which has helped me a lot. Yeah.
No, okay. All right, Gunjan, you've got to tell me that when we are talking about nepotism, when we are discussing about favoritism and all of that, and especially with the netizens going all ballistic on social media about these terms that matter. I don't even know how many of them even know the meanings of these words, but they have been hollering out these words on the social media, left, right, and center. What is your take on it, and how do you perhaps see the entire fiasco, especially especially when you have people like Karan Johar, Alia Bhatt, Tiger Shroff, Ekta Kapoor at the nishana for that matter. Yeah.
It's so funny that people say a lot of things without even understanding, as you said, the meaning of the word, number one, and also without just checking any kind of fact.
Yes.
You took a name, Ekta Kapoor, right?
Yeah.
Now, Ekta Kapoor, if you look at it, is one of the biggest producers we have in the country. She
Without
has
doubt.
created phenomenal content over the years. When she started her journey, I don't think so anybody had any idea whose daughter is she. Nobody had any idea. People resonated with those shows क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी, आज तक उसको relatable content माना जाता है.
Yeah.
कहानी घर घर की क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी, कुमकुम भाग्य, and I mean there are hundreds of shows which she has created. Do you think people watch those shows because she's someone's daughter? No. She has created biggest of the superstars in the TV world. All of that work went to whom? Outsiders.
Yeah.
Today, the biggest stars on TV, they all are outsiders. The entire television industry, if you look at it, I don't know of any person from the TV fraternity who has been, given an opportunity. अच्छा यार ये किसी का बेटा है या किसी का ये है. I am myself, I'm a product of the same. I remember getting, every single work through auditions. So I am a real proof of the same. I find it really funny because a lot of people, who are not a part of the industry have been accusing a lot of people from the industry. It's like you've not stepped into someone's shoes, not walked into their, you haven't stepped into their shoes or walked in their shoes, and you're still going out and claiming to know a lot about them. I don't think so. Favoritism, yes, it happens. It happens across the globe in our life too, right? Don't be pick and choose friends that these are the people you want to be friends with. These are the people we're not friends with. You're just comfortable working with certain kind of people, and that's why you cast a specific person maybe over someone. But that's a very little percentage. Primarily, this industry runs on merit. I don't have a godfather, just like majority of people in this industry who are ruling the industry. You named Ekta Kapoor. She's given, the maximum number of stars to this television industry. It's a prime example. She doesn't cast people depending on etc., family. You spoke about Karan Johar. He makes specific kind of cinema, and that needs specific kind of actors, and he casts those actors. That's about it.
Yeah.
So I don't. Rather than taking names, I'm just saying that you know the industry works on merit. Every single day, I get few offers. Now I go out and choose those projects on the basis of the fact that whether I want to be a part of that project or not. It has nothing to do with कि ये किसने लिखा है, ये कौन produce कर रहा है. अगर मुझे story अच्छी नहीं लग रही, I don't want to be a part of it. It's as simple as that. Similarly, a producer and a director doesn't want to work with me for a specific reason. It has nothing to do with my family baggage. It may be, but it's a very little percentage. As an actor, I go and audition. There are 20 people who would audition for that role. Only one's going to get it. The other 19 out of those 20, and I'm just, saying, putting out a hypothetical situation, are not getting the roles not because they are lesser talented or they don't have connections or they do not come from a family background. It is happening because maybe the casting director and the director thinks that, hey, you know what, this actor is much suitable for this role. And I can, say about myself, I've got the biggest of the projects in my life all because of merit. I didn't have to call anyone. I didn't have to, pay anybody. I didn't have to attend. I didn't have to be a part of any circle. In fact, if anybody knows me, I hardly have friends in the industry. Yeah. I know everybody. Everybody, we have great working relationship, but it's not that I'm hanging out with them day in and day out. So it just doesn't work like that. Yeah. So so a lot of people who are throwing out their ideas and things, I read this somewhere and I thought it made so much sense to me. A lot of people who were criticizing a lot of big producers for someone's death. Somebody said, how many times have you gone out and watched, the content of new and established, upcoming artists, whether it is music, whether it is films, etc. How many small budget films, when you go out, you go and watch them in cinema? No. You go. अभी तो OTT पे फ्री में मिल गया, बट आप क्या करते थे? आप पायरेटेड खरीदते थे ना. सो जब आप पायरेटेड वर्जन खरीदते हैं एक फिल्म का या एक म्यूजिक का और आप खुद उसे शेयर करते हैं, आप क्या कर रहे हैं? You are hitting the bottom line of a artist's career, right? एक revenue stream जो सिनेमा में आ सकता था, you were the ones who were far more responsible for this whole thing, that, hey, you know what, this actor got this much revenue, this actor did not get this much revenue. It's as simple as that. So we ourselves, as in the audience, is equally to be blamed for it. The media is equally to be blamed for it, that, hey, you know what, I want to publish this actor. नहीं यार, इसके इतने Instagram followers नहीं है, छोड़ना यार, इसका इंटरव्यू क्या करना, नहीं यार, इतना important नहीं है, नहीं करते हैं. No, I'm being honest, right? अरे यार, it's been 10 years that I'm in the industry. I have a team of people who I sit and discuss, and they keep telling me, sir, कोई controversy हो तो बता दो, छपवा देता हूँ कल. And I'm like, I am doing work, can't that be published? It never gets published, right? So the media, I'm sorry, but it's equally to be blamed because they want to have something spicy up. यार नहीं, audience को ये चाहिए. Dude, you start talking about someone's struggle. Why don't you start talking about someone's journey, which is greater? Why don't you talk about someone's body of work? It never comes up in the open, right? I know that I have to find it, I find it really hard where every single day it's a discussion with me and my team. अरे नहीं सर, ये वाला आर्टिकल नहीं छपेगा, वो वाला आर्टिकल नहीं छपेगा. So it is a collective thing. So, the buck doesn't stop with one person, and one person's not responsible for this so-called thing called nepotism. It's an industry. We all are product. Somebody wants to buy a product. Somebody doesn't want to buy a product. It's as simple as that.